On the Hour, sponsored by General Steel.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Now that the Justice Department has submitted a redacted version of the affidavit on the FBI's search of Mar-a-Lago, we're waiting to hear from a federal judge on when or if the public will ever see it. CBS's Robert Costa has more from Palm Beach.
It's going to be very interesting to see what the judge here, Bruce Reinhart, ends up deciding. Does he decide, should the government propose many redactions, to release a document that perhaps doesn't signal much about the underlying evidence that led to the FBI search? And how does he weigh the federal government's concern about sources and methods being revealed, about witnesses potentially being intimidated should more information about this investigation go out?
The affidavit could shed some light on the decision process leading to the search. A major nuclear plant in Ukraine is back online after it got cut off over fire damage. It caused a blackout in the region and heightened fears over another Chernobyl disaster. Joseph Surincione is a national security expert on nuclear weapons policy and says there's no telling whether power will stay on.
Number one, you need to have the power immediately restored to the nuclear power plant so those reactors can operate surely and safely. And number two, you have to have a ceasefire in the area.
The plant's been occupied by Russian forces. Ohio teachers could be back in classrooms Monday.
At 2:38 this morning, the bargaining team reached a conceptual agreement. We are very excited to bring this to our membership for ratification.
Teachers were on strike this week over better pay and smaller class sizes. In Uvalde, Texas, parents are praising the school board's decision to get rid of its police chief, Pete Arredondo. But this is just the beginning. CBS's Janet Shamlian explains.
The feeling is Arredondo's firing is not enough. It's just the start. A $27 billion lawsuit is expected to be filed on behalf of survivors and families. It will name the Uvalde School District, but could also include the law enforcement agencies that responded, as well as the guns manufacturer.
19 students and 2 teachers were killed in the massacre back in May. Health officials have now confirmed the source of dozens of dog deaths in the upper Midwest. Here's CBS's Deborah Rodriguez.
The mystery illness that's killed more than 30 dogs in northern Michigan is parvovirus. Officials still don't know why none of the canine victims tested positive for the virus, but records show they had not been fully vaccinated against it.
Speaking of vaccines, Novak Djokovic will not play in the U.S. Open next week because he's not vaccinated against COVID and won't be allowed to travel to the U.S. That decision was expected. The U.S. Open starts on Monday. The Dow is up 113 points this hour. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.